I'll introduce Lubo and Sylvia in a minute, but 3B7, or should I say St Brandon, has particular memories for me. It was the first real D expedition I went on in 2007, and hands up all those who were on that one. So we're really interested to see the visit back there, because we know it's changed quite a bit. So anyway, so Lubo, Sylvia, over to you.
So thank you very much. Sylvia will start.
Oh, you want the mic?
Ah, okay.
Oh, you want that? Oh,
Speak without microphone.
no, we need
No. Ecco, takto. Takto? Good afternoon, everybody. I would like to thank for the invitation to this meeting. It's a great honor for us to be here with you. My English is not very well. I hope you understand me. Yeah? I would like to thank the team 3 Bravo 7 Mexico, especially our team leader, Luby, Oscar Mike 5 Zulu Whiskey. Everyone did an excellent job. I want to thank them for the opportunity to participate in this expedition. It was exhausting for each of us because we have never been on an island such as St. Brandon. We were tired, sleepless, some of us are always hungry. But when people made contact with us, it was amazing feeling, especially for me, because I am a newbie in this hobby. It was amazing feeling. People were grateful and happy. So thank you all for your support. And now I will let Luby speak.
Sisa for the first speech. And I would like to say also thanks to CDXC. Yes, yeah. To be here with you on such a meeting. And let's start. So we had a problem today with the trains, so we didn't catch the Ken presentation. So it's really sorry, but I think it's recorded somewhere, and I can review it from some YouTube or some internet. Okay, so let's start with the 3B7M. The idea to visit St. Brandon was created in 2022 when I was on Mauritius with Sylvia, and I tried to obtain the license for 3B8 operation, but I didn't get the license because of late application, and it took a very long time to get the license. So it was just only holiday for us, but in this time I had some appointment with the company who provided these trips to St. Brandon. The company name is Rafael Fishing, and I need to to contact someone from this company to help us with all these issues and all things to arrange. So the first one was to get the license. It was really a problem because I applied for the license in May 2022, and we've got the license in end of October. so it's really half a year, and we plan expedition for February 2023. But it wasn't just a problem, just the license, but the problem was later on, I will say, another permission. What should we arrange? So this is the first picture from the San Brandon. You see, this is the Ilha de Sud. It's a name of the island. It's South Island, and you can see our antennas. This was taken from the drone. We ran the drone for this expedition, and you can see there is some point to show. White? Oh. Okay. So this is the spider beam number 1. This is the spider beam number 2. This is the vertical for 30 meters. This is the vertical dipole antenna. This is the vertical, I think. No, this is the spider beam as well. And this is the vertical for 80 meters. And there is no vertical for 160 meters. There is on the opposite side of the island. This house was dedicated for us. We stay there for 10 days, and as we can see later on, there is another house. Maybe you remember expedition of French guys 3 Bravo 7A in 2018. They were using another house, which is somewhere here, and but it's completely destroyed, this house, because if the sea levels rising, so the island is thinner and thinner, and maybe for several years it will be maybe history, San Brandon. So, but okay, there are a lot of islands, but on these islands it's possible to visit. And as you know, San Brandon, Agalega 3 Bravo 6 belongs to this DXCC entity, but Agalega is closed for public now, so it's impossible to travel there. Okay. This is our logo. Martin was created this logo before the expedition. It's quite funny. We thought there will be a lot of sharks. Yeah, we saw one big shark, but not very dangerous. Just 2 meters long. Okay, so this is the license. So I obtained the license in the 18th of October, in the end of October, and after several calls to Information and Communication Technology Authority, and with the help of Matthew, who was the one guy from the Rafale Fishing, we got the license, and it is up to my name. You see, this is the call sign, this is my address, and so on. This is the San Brandon, and as you can see, this is the limited license from 24 February 2023 to 17th of March 2023. So it's just for 3 weeks. Not for example, I got the license in Tanzania for 3 years, and here just only for 3 weeks. So you can imagine where the San Brandon lying on the map. So here is the Mauritius, Reunion, and this small islet is San Brandon. You can see this is the Soul Island here. This is the Rafael Island. This is the Coco Island. There are a lot of islands, but some of them are forbidden to visit. It's like how to say, it's like a reservation or something like that. So it's impossible to visit. But this one is permitted. So this is the guys, maybe you know them, these two guys. They are very known from the Czech expedition group. This is the David, Oscar Kilo 6 Delta Juliet, and this is the Ruda. So I asked these two guys to help us with the expedition, because my first intention was that it will be Czechoslovak expedition, 3 guys from Czech, 3 guys from Slovak, from our club station OM7M, and but finally it was the problem because these guys obtained the license for Congo in January. Maybe you remember this expedition, Tango November 8 Kilo, and in February they should go with us to expedition. So some of them refused it, and these two guys said me that okay, we can go together. And this is the Slovak crew, but none of all of them, because 2 guys, Miro, OM5 Radio Whiskey, and Rudy, OM3 PC, was driving directly to airport. And this is in front of my garden. We took this picture. This is the Joey, OM4 Mike Whiskey, Sylvia, OM4 Alpha Yankee Lima, me, and Martin, OM4 Alpha, OM4 Mike. So the first problem in the airport, we paid for the oversized luggage more than €1,000. So they didn't accept some oversized luggages, so we paid for them. Okay, so what to do? So this is the picture from the airport. We flew from Vienna directly to Mauritius, Port Louis, and then we took the boat to San Brandon. It was 11 hours flight from Vienna to Mauritius. Then we had a 1-day break there, and next day we had to sail to San Brandon, but I will mention that it was not possible to sail because of cyclone on the area. So maybe you remember Freddy in February. Cyclone hit the Mauritius and San Brandon, and it was 2 days before our departure. So it was a really complicated situation for us, because also the sea waves was very high, and yeah, I will mention that we didn't fulfill some condition. This picture is from the airport, and this guy, Matthew, his origin French, waited for us and pick up to the Rafael company. So we meet together in the Rafael company. This is from taxi. You see, we were quite tired after long flight. This is the Rafael Fishing Company, where we put up all the things. I asked Matthew for some spare parts because, you know, we use the power generator for electricity. And I asked for some power cords, water. We need to take all these things with us, you know, so food, water, beer, it's very important. Petrol, all these things with us. So, but I arranged the power generator by myself. I found one company and rented 2 big power generator, as I show you. So this one is Honda 6.5 kilowatt, and this one is smaller one, Honda 3 kilowatts. So we have spare parts because Matthew told me that they have some generator, but it was diesel generator, very old, but nobody knows in which condition is this generator, you know. So it was better to rent this power generator as a spare part, you know, and finally it was the truth that we use this power generator instead of their power generator, because after 2 days it died. So this is the boat from Rafael Fishing. They have 2 boats like this. This approximately it's 20 meter long, but quite big for 8 people. And but when we sailed to the San Brandon, we were very heavy and very loaded with some materials, because they took some foods and I don't know, water to the Raphael Island. And I will show you then that some people from the South Island were evacuated to the North Island because of this cyclone. And instead of 24 hours sail, we spent on the boat 36 hours, because we need to take the people from the North Island to the South Island. And the problem was permission. We need to have for permission to sail to the ocean. And we didn't get one permission from the Ministry of Blue Ocean, I think. And so you see, this is the situation when Matthew is arranging this permission, and everybody is nervous because we stayed on the port more than 6 hours without any solution, you know. So we didn't get permission, and what to do? So Matthew booked some hotel on Mauritius, and we spent another night on Mauritius. So, but what to do? Our plan was 10 days stayed on San Brandon, and we shortened the period, so we need to rebook the also flight ticket. And we called to the Austrian Airlines and rebooked the flight ticket. So we shifted our operation for 2 days, and prolongate this operation 2 days. So it was more or less the same This is the Martin. Took the picture with the boat. And another day, we get the permission. We got the permission for the sailing. So we were really happy that we are in the boat, on the boat, and we are sailing to San Brandon. So this is the whole team. But problem was seasick. Sisa saved us with her pills. Everybody was down, so we were really died. This is the cabin, but you must see to the open sea. It's okay, but if you close the door, for example here, so it's horrible. So you see how it looks like. This is the Joey. He feed as a first fish. And then this is the Rudy. This is one guy from the crew. This is the Martin. You see how it looks like. And this picture is taken from the boat. And this is the San Brandon Island, the South Island. But we continue sail to the North Island, to the Raphael Island, to take the guys, evacuated guys, and go back to the South Island. But this time was, I don't know, maybe 7 o'clock p.m. So it was sunset. And you see, we finally reached the destination, South Island, and this is the Matthew. And we started to unload some material, some equipment, but during the night it's really impossible because you cannot see anything and everywhere is dark, so that was problem. So we decided to start operation in a limited with a limited equipment, just one radio, one antenna. As we promised, we will start operation these days, so we put up the antenna on 30 meters, I think, and during the night we operate 30 meters. So first contact on this antenna. This is the vertical for 30, Germany, Switzerland, and Czech Republic. First Slovak was Tami. Maybe someone of you knows him. This lady is from our radio club. Next day, we put up another antennas. We started with the spider beam on 20 to 10, included Warts band. We put up 80 meters vertical. All the radials was in the sea. This is the vertical dipole antenna. It's very effective antenna near the sea, and almost all contacts was done with this antenna on 10 meters. This is the single band antenna on 10, and we have another one on 12 meters. This is our setup. So we have 3 times Sun SDR, 2 times FTDX10, and single ICOM 705. And this radio was dedicated for FT8 operation, TS480, but the 200 watts. We had some filters from OM Power, 2 times power amplifier Yuma 1000, 2 times Expert, and 9 times notebook. This is the setup for antenna. We had 3 times spider beam from 20 to 10, wideband included, 1 times VDA for 10. This is a mistake, or VDA for 12, it should be. 2 times DX commander, and some single vertical for 40, 80, 160, and I missed vertical for 30. We use for the low bands RX antennas as well, but problem was that we set up the beverage antenna, single wire beverage, but it didn't receive. Yeah, it didn't work. And we had also the EWE antenna. Maybe you know it, and it was a bit better, but not very effective. So this is the building from in 2018 operated 3B7A expedition. As you can see, is completely destroyed. This is the picture of our antennas in the sunset. This is our spider beam antenna. This is a single vertical for, I think this one is for 160. And as I mentioned, this is the old one, diesel generator, which was using by the Rafael fishing, but after 2 days it died, and we had to use this Honda generators. This is the petrol fuel for generator. We had 700 liters of petrol, and also because this is the diesel one and this is the benzene, so we had also 700 liters of benzene. And we completely rebuilt the electricity there, because they were using very thin cable from this generator to the building, and the grounded wire completely burned. So we replaced this cable by a new one, and Rudy was smiling that everywhere, wherever they came, so they rebuilt the electricity. This picture is from operation. So you see we had 4 operation places. So Sylvia operated mostly SSB, Martin the same mode. Joey operated mostly CW, is another operation place with Yuma and ICOM 705. You see the condition is not very comfortable, but okay, it's normal. David also activated satellite QO100, so we made approximately about 1,000, maybe 300 contacts on the satellite. I operated mostly CW. We prefer to operate human modes, but also we made 50% of FT8 contacts. But okay, we made approximately 50,000 contacts by human mode, CW and SSB. This is Miro M5 Radio Whiskey, and he focused on low bands. He's a very known low band DXer, and he mostly operated during the night. This is Ruda OK2 Zulu Alpha. He operated mostly SSB. This is another Rudy OM3 Papa Charlie. Operated mostly CW on high bands. And really these high bands was very effective because sunspot was very high. I think SFI index was approximately about 150, and 10 and 12 meters was very wide opening. 6 hours after sunset, we made the contacts with stateside, and it was really effective. And we focus on high bands because in 2018 the French guys didn't have such a propagation like we, and we focus on 10 and 12, and when you later on will see on statistics, we made maybe 8,000 contacts on 10 meters and as well as 12. This is our hungry Joey. He was still hungry, so still must eat something. And when he was hungry, he was nervous. So, and when we say that on lunch will be fish or on the dinner, so he was nervous. Why fish? Still fish. I will not eat fish. Give me some meat. And this is the comparison of the building. This picture was taken by 3 Bravo 7A guys, and you can see this building was really nice. And this is the picture from 2023. How the waves destroyed this building. So it was impossible to operate from this because also static of this building was bad, in a really bad condition. You see, this is the picture from the house. So one day Matthew offered us to do some fishing. So me, Sylvia, and David went to do some fishing. David caught the fish like this. It was really long and heavy. And this is the picture from 80,000 contacts. It was on 4th of March. And next day we reach 1,100 contacts, 100,000. We had some technical problem. We replaced the transistor in Yuma power amplifier. Yeah, maybe you know that. And this picture is from storm. Last days we had several storms, and this room was plenty of water inside, and we save this room. We discover, and the crew from Rafael Fishing help us to save this room. And you see, we use Northern California as a cover for transceiver and power amplifier. After this storm, we need to finish with the 80-meter operation because it was completely destroyed. This vertical. Also, as you can see, one of the spider band antennas was damaged, and it was broken. So we need to pack it and finish with this antenna. This is David operation place with Sun SDR and FT8 operation. As I mentioned, we were activated QO 100. For the internet connection, we use the BigAN terminal from Inmarsat, and we updated the logs on daily basis. We had also satellite equipment, so we had contact with the guys from Slovakia, and also the satellite phone. So we used that as an emergency because it was really expensive. The data and voice was really expensive, so we use it very limited. There were a lot of birds on the island. The black one, white one. This is the green turtle. Martin is sunburned. After 2 hours on the sun, he looks like this, you see. But Sisa found this turtle in the evening and called us to check the turtle. Bunny. Several fish. Matthew prepared some fish for us. for the lunch, for the dinner. This is the lobster. They catch several lobsters for us. And it looks like this. So finally we reach 120,000 contacts. It was in the end. Totally we had 123,000. So this is the flag from Czech guys, from the Slovak crew. And this is the crew. This guy was the main cook. He prepared the meals and food for us. It was really nice. And this one was assistant. And this guy is Matthew, who is the manager of the Raphael Fishing. And what was the name? Florian. Yeah, another one. They stayed in another building on the island. And this is the statistics. So as you can see, our productive day was really nice. Approximately 15,000 contacts per day. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days. And after this storm, we fall to 11,000 and 8,000, and it was the end of expedition. This is the band statistics. These low bands are pretty weak, I think, because we just made 126 contacts on CW on 160. At 80 is quite good, and as I mentioned, 10 meters was great. You see 6,000 on SSB and 8,000 on CW. Also 12 was quite good. So finally, this number is not correct because there are many dupes. Finally, we have 123,000 contacts. This is by continent. You see Europe is 54%, but from this location, North America is a good enough number because 23% of America is quite good. The ranking in America of San Brandon is in Club Lock approximately 31, so it's quite high. And this is the ladder of your club, CDXC, and the winner was MD0 CCE. Maybe you can find guys here. 23 slots, it's really nice. And that's it from my side. And I don't know what's the time. If we have some time, we have some video also on the internet.
Yeah.
Do we have some time?
We got. How long do you want? 5 minutes?
15. Okay. No problem. We can finish. If you want, we have very nice video on YouTube, and you can see it personally.
Okay. Well, thanks. Questions? Where's the other microphone? Only you'll get it.
there, John. Okay. I was interested that your beverage didn't work. Was that the way the beverage, or was it the structure of the island? Was the island all sand?
Yes.
Or was it rock?
Problem was ground, I think.
Yeah.
Because there wasn't any ground.
Yeah.
Any resistance of ground. That was the problem.
Oh yeah, we found the same. I did a trip to Mozambique and we found the same.
We had very big QRM from this power generator also. You know, this small Honda made some QRM. So we listened to the vertical, but you know, in the stormy season, it's impossible. The QRM was very high. The static was also very high, and it was impossible. And this EWE antenna was better, but not as we expected.
Yeah, Tony, I think we found the same as well with the beverage, that it didn't work, but we had a K9AY, what else did we have for receiver? I can't remember. Yeah, I was going to leave that out, but we had K9AY that worked quite well when we put radials underneath it.
Maybe we had to take SAL 30, but you can imagine we have 500 kilograms of material, and it was really impossible. Another 20 or 30 kilograms, you know, so.
The other thing with a SAL is they're not very good in multi-transmitter environments.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. Because it's quite an active antenna, and it can be damaged by some RF.
I have a question for Sylvia.
Yeah.
So this was your first expedition. What was it like?
Yeah,
Well,
Pile-up was huge. Yeah.
Pile-up was amazing.
50 kilohertz on 10 meters. Yes. Really, the first and second day it was really disaster for.
Yes, for me.
Did you know how bad it was going to be?
No.
No, she didn't imagine that.
No.
But she tried from our radio club. We are member of our club station OM7M. We have 3x6 element monobender. So when she put the CQ on 10 meters, so all America was on her. So she tried a lot, and she had a nice experience, I think.
I mean, the first time you have it on nothing prepares you for it until you're actually on that expedition, and then suddenly you've got this wall of sound, CW, whatever. And it's, when you get used to it, it's wonderful, but at the beginning, scary.
Yeah, for the beginning, it's
even
very
if you've done it before. Other questions?
Thank you, Justin, G4TSH. Just a question about the spider beams and why you took them. Because on a desert island, I'd expect all verticals.
Comparison.
Yes.
Yeah. I think the best antenna on the island was this VDA, because it was directly near the sea, and it really works great. But SpiderMe was also very effective antenna, and we made a lot of contacts on SpiderBeam, and in comparison with vertical, I think it's much better than the single vertical, because SpiderBeam on 20 has 3 elements, I think, but also the height was not very ideal. Just we had 6 meter mast.
Yes, I mean, in 2007 on 3B7 Charlie, we had a combination of Yagis at 40 feet. So I did an experiment with a 3-element Yagi at 40 feet and a 2-element array on 20 metres on the beach, vertical array. And the band was open all night on the vertical array and not on the Yagi. So the openings are much longer with the verticals when you fly
Really?
to sea. Yeah.
Yeah, I can say the real report because it should be connected to the one radio and switching between these two antennas. But I cannot say if it is worse or better, but it was quite effective. You know, the propagation was excellent in this season. On February, we had really nice opening. 8 hours before our sunset, we still made many American West Coast and many stations from US. So imagine really it was nice propagation. So when you have the strong signal, no way to change the antenna.
We'll probably just take one more question and then.
Mark, M0KYB. Just really, I think you glossed over the statistics, but when you see 3 consecutive days of more than 15,000 contacts each day, that is really quite something. Many congratulations to keep going for 3 days with that number of contacts. If you do the maths and divide it by, I think it was 4 operators, was it?
Yes, we had 4 operated places, but we had also 2. We had 2 more for FT8 operation. You know, so totally we had 6 operation places.
But even if you divide 16,000 by 6, you know, that's a huge, huge number.
It was really numbers, yes.
Yeah.
Really nice numbers.
Very well done.
Thank you very much.
Okay, we've got one last thing to do because we didn't quite get it into the raffle, but we have a T-shirt. So, have you thrown your raffle tickets away? A 3B7M T-shirt. Sorry, I should have said that. The Lubo board. So, would you like to pick one?
Yeah.
Just one of these out?
And the winner is.
That's Eurovision. It's later.
168, the red one.
168 red.
Sisa.
No? Oh.
Ken.
Oh,
Yeah. But we will do it again because I promised Ken to give you one of us T-shirt, so we will repeat it. What is your size? Large. Large. This is X large. Okay.
Do the photo with shake hands.
Yes.
2 expeditions.
Okay. Put the right T-shirt.
1, 2, 3.
Sisa, go here. Thank you. I will change it for the L size. Okay, we will repeat it because I promise.
You've got another?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so lucky. We get another one.
Another chance. Again, red one, 240.
240.
Oh. Gdje je moj ruksak? Sisa. A gdje su cetrička? Aha, tak daj isto.
You just have to eat a
Today
lot,
took
Chris, and then
another.
it'll fit you.
So, this is for you. A daj ešte tú nálepku. Label. This is the label. Okay.
A large?
Smaller.
Yeah, a smaller. A
Yeah,
large or a medium?
No, he doesn't have.
Is that one a large one?
Yes. Yeah, but I promise
Okay.
him.
Okay. I'll put it in
to
a frame
give-
on the wall.
Yeah, maybe.
Exactly.
Or if you have some good friends. we doesn't have L. But first try it, maybe it will fit you. Okay,
Well,
so
thank you very much. I
thank you
think
very
that's
much, Chris,
really
for
good
the
presentation.
invitation. Thank you.
And certainly brought back some great memories, I think, for us who were there before. Some not so good memories with it broken down. Right, I think before we go, we should just, before we break, we should just say thank you to all of the speakers. So to Ken, to James, to Don, to Lubo, to Sylvia. One more round of applause, please.
Okay, well, and just for those who are staying to dinner, if you go to the bar beforehand, can you order any wine that you want for dinner there? Because I'm fairly certain then haven't got anybody that can come round to the tables and get wine. So if you want wine, please order it from the bar beforehand. Otherwise, fingers crossed, guys.
And so those who are stopping for dinner, we're back in here at 7:30, and it needs to be 7:30 seated, if we could. And for those who are not staying for dinner, thanks very much for coming. And I think this has really turned out to be good, and because of the presenters. So thanks very much. The bar is now open, of course.